How's everyone doing today? Gonna have some ramblings of a short, fat, bald guy. Um, and essentially, we're gonna have one topic. Is it a recession or isn't it a recession? Um, you know, Here's the deal. Definition of a recession is that the gross domestic product falls 2 quarters in a row. It's happened. So it's a recession. Uh, some political pundits, or not pundits, I should say, politicians, are saying, it's not a recession. It's because the economy is still robust, and we're recovering from COVID and the pandemic and blah, blah, blah. All that may be true. We are recovering from a pandemic still. Um, but that doesn't mean that you can't have a recession. You got to be honest. Who didn't expect we wouldn't have a recession with the amount of money that we were giving away, monthly for unemployment and what we were giving away to families as stimulus for the economy. Uh, People are still spending money, don't get me wrong. I think people are a little more cognizant of how they're spending money. Um, but let's look at housing. We keep raising the interest rates in hopes of slowing the housing market to help slow the economy so that we don't go deeper into a recession. I don't know if that's going to work or not. People are still getting loans. Um, I don't know what to tell you there. The gas prices are dropping a little bit. Amazingly, not dropping nearly as fast as the price of oil has dropped, but gas prices are dropping. Um, Inflation obviously adds to the recession fears, which, again, we are in a recession. There's no question about it. Whether somebody in the White House wants to say that, well, it's because we're recovering, it's not really a recession. Yeah, it is. Um, but the Republicans on that side of latched on, oh, they're trying to change the definition of recession to suit them. Mm, the White House doesn't really determine the definition of recession. I mean, it's a business term, really. It is not a governmental term. So, everybody just needs to calm the fuck down. We are in a recession. Unemployment is terrible for whatever reason because there are plenty of jobs out there. The issue being, I think, for the most part, people don't want to work for minimum wage. They think they're worth more, and maybe rightly so. I don't know the answer. Do I think, and nothing against anybody that works at McDonald's, but do I think a person flipping burgers in McDonald's should be making $15 an hour? I got to be honest. No, I don't. Um, it's an entry level position. Um, you know, that being said, you also have to figure cost of living based on every area that you live in this country. So wages, I think, need to vary dependent upon where you live. Cost of living in California is obviously higher than is here in Ohio, but again, $15 an hour to flip burgers, I don't know. I mean, we're a global economy now. You know, I think most of the world economies, if you do a quick poll online, which I know, it's on the internet, so it has to be true. If you do a quick poll online, you're going to find that most of the economies worldwide, the global economies, the big ones, are also in recession. And, I think a lot of it does have to do with recovery after a pandemic, which, again, we're not done with yet. We've got, more and more people testing positive. Now, thankfully, at this point, not a lot of people are getting seriously ill, but people are still getting ill. The things that our current economy or our current COVID issues will affect are travel. Um, Travel here in the States, you don't have to test anymore before you board a flight. But if you're going out of the country, you're going to go on a cruise, whatever, you do have to test 48 hours prior to boarding the cruise ship to prove that you are negative as far as COVID-19 is concerned. But does that affect everything? Absolutely. So I don't know. Are we in a recession? Yes, we are. Hopefully, it isn't long lived. It's going to depend again on inflation because let's be honest, $4 and $5 a gallon gas obviously affects the price of the goods and products that you receive, whether it's groceries or services. It's more expensive for everybody, and it's obviously an issue. So hopefully things will continue to come down and we won't have a long-lived recession, and we'll recover and we'll move on, and hopefully COVID will get fucking straightened out. I'm sick and tired of that. So we'll see. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Nothing too controversial. I know that some people won't agree, and that's just the way it is. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this installment of Ramblings of a Short Fat Bald Guy. See ya.